Hi, this is Wendy from Tai Chi, The Way of Life. I haven't done one of these videos for a very long time. The reason I'm doing this video is keep in touch with you all, and it's probably something that most of you will be interested on the topic. Like my post has said, whether other art can benefit from doing Tai Chi, and so my answer to that question is that yes, I do feel that Tai Chi would benefit the other art. Why? Because alignment, Tai Chi is partly it's the alignment of the body, and because we want to align our body and move as one single unit rather than just punching from the arm, which is just this muscle here, but you are punching from using the rest of your body by connecting your body as one unit. So, and I was actually just taught this morning to a bunch of beginners. They never ever done any Tai Chi or Qigong before, but it's just to show them how often people don't connect the body, and worse still, actually being tense. So if you can you imagine if you're so tense, if you're tense, you can hardly punch. I know I'm exaggerating, but you get the idea. But so the more you tense up, the less power you can generate. So of course, a lot of my time I teach for a health reason, and so I am going to focus this video more on the health side rather than as a martial artist. But I'm going to try and address both how that can also be useful in how doing Tai Chi can actually benefit the other art as well. For example, it was the person that asked me he obviously does karate. Okay, right, so before I carry on, if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be great. All you need to do is click on the word subscribe directly below this video there, just the word subscribe, and you click on it. You will get notification if you click on the bell when I do upload a new video. So I'm going to get on my feet and I'm going to tell you what happens. So you can, even if you just tense your biceps for, I don't know, 30 seconds, it starts to ache. So if you walk around really tense, no wonder I'm so stiff. No wonder you're going to have these issue in the neck. I mean, lots of people, I know a lot of people have neck pain, shoulder pain. Stand and with your knee kind of straight. Worse still, if you lock your knee out, I immediately feel like my back is tight. So if I by changing a simple thing, just soften my knee, my back already relaxes. And the other thing is, when I lock my knee, I feel like I'm going up. When I just soften my knees, my lower back is relaxed. I feel the weight in my heel. And of course, I am sitting back at the same time. So I put my weight to the back, in the back of my heels. And already, yes, these are working, but you get used to it. By building lean bone muscle mass is a good thing anyway, because you then take away the pressure from your knee. So that's a good thing. So I'm not going to go into the stance or anything. I'm just talking about the alignment here. So as a Tai Chi practitioner, so we do make connection with our knees and with our toes, but this isn't This video isn't about that, but it's just to show you that how just by changing, by softening your knees rather than have them locked. Lots of people do, they're locked and then they kind of almost like this. It's very uncomfortable. You're distorting your knee and also tightening your lower back. So again, just by softening your knees, your back you should feel immediately your lower back is actually open. All right, another thing that I find very, very common is that people are very, very reluctant to use their hips. Very, very reluctant. And this is a massive joint and this is a big muscle. So it's just a bit crazy not to use it. So when I said you're going to soften your knee, so I'm going to come slightly further forward. So you could just a little bit closer. So when you soften your knee, okay, my back opens or relax, yeah? So it's not curving inwards, it's kind of go backwards, it's open, the neutral spine. My knees is slightly soft, but people don't want to go into their hips. So this needs to be also relaxed. But lots of people, when you ask them to open their hips, or as if you want to go into your hips, I see all sorts of weird and wonderful things because their quads are probably very, very weak, and I see people leaning back. So this is still tight, very tight. And if you don't believe me, you can do this, and then you can poke it, and it's like rock solid. But if you ask if you're going to sit down on a toilet, you're not going to sit down on the toilet like that. You're going to sit down on the toilet to going backwards. But I don't mean to stick out your bum. It's not like sticking out your bum. It's not that. So I'm going to actually turn this way. So I soften my knee so that my lower back is not like this, but changing position. But I need to ask if I'm going to sit down. I go into my hip, okay? So I'm going into here, but my knee, the angle of my knee doesn't change. I haven't gone, right, so if I come back this way, so I haven't gone like this, which I find lots of people do, okay? So they're bending the knee and still not going into the hip. So by going into the hips, the knee doesn't bend more. By going into the hips, you sit into it. You want to sit into it. So much so that you feel like you're going to fall backwards. Okay. And how do you stop yourself from falling backward? This is where you let go of the tension in your shoulders. Because if you tense, then when you are softening your knee and you want to sit back, then this is tense. If you let go, as you sit, your arms will slowly come forward to counterbalance you. Okay, and that is alignment, and that is now I'm rooted. So at the beginning of my post, I said about, the rooting would help with stance in the other art. So when you root, it's the ability to sink the weight into your heels, okay, into the ground. But if you don't sit in your hip, basically the weight never goes into the ground and you're in the funny posture anyway. But it's the ability to be able to ask if you're going to sit on a toilet. So this is now open, the lower back is open, and you don't squeeze and tense then, because then you're coming back up again, you're not sinking into the ground. But it's not this, it's not that, because of course in Tai Chi practice we have you know, the yin energy and the yang, the suspended, the light energy going up, so that you hold your structure, but it's not tensing. And that's why you would hear a lot of Tai Chi practitioner using the word sinking. So you open, soften the knees, connecting the knees, and go into the hips, okay? And your lower back is open, it's not tight, so it's not squishing your disc in your lower back. Is open. This is open. This is now not, I'm not hitting a wall of muscles, and it is in this position. And this, if you sit more, the angle of my knee doesn't go further down, but I'm just sitting more into my hips. I have got my arms out just to counterbalance. So that's just one very little bit of rooting and sitting and connecting, so that the upper body connects to my hip, and from the hip down connecting to the ground, and I'm open, letting go of tension in the shoulders, and kind of everything going backwards. It's not the easiest thing to do, but but it is one of the foundation to Tai Chi, and it just makes you nice and solid in the ground, so that if as a martial artist, then you've got a solid structure. Of course, I'm only in a horse stance, but of course you can do exactly the same thing in a bow stance. You might think, oh well, then you're kind of stuck. No, you don't, because I haven't looked at or shown you in this video of shifting weight, and then of course you can move your feet as well, while creating that structure, that sitting structure. So the idea is that doesn't matter what position you are in, although you are standing, you are sitting. So if you're sitting, it's a bit difficult to get pushed over. That's on the martial arts side. And also when you're then connecting, then you're not just isolating. So if most of the strikes are coming from the arm, you're not isolating your strike from the arm, but you're using your entire body to punch. I'm kneeling down at the moment, but I think you get the idea. Right, but for a health purpose, by opening, not keeping or holding tension in your body, can just by that alone, connecting the body, can really help you with lots of these aches and pains in your body. First of all, you develop muscle to take the pressure, and learning how to move properly, so that to reduce pain, or even to eradicate lots of aches and pains that can develop in your body because you're tense. And if your body is tense, your muscles contract, and you're going to feel pain. Right, I hope I have made sense to you. I might make more of these kind of videos for you. So if you have enjoyed this, and you like to get notification from me of similar videos, then please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. So thank you for watching, and it is Wendy from Tai Chi, the Way of Life. So bye for now, and God bless, and see you next time. Bye bye.